Hi everyone, so this video is going to be about the blush brush set that I mentioned in some previous videos because I've been getting a lot of requests to mention it. The set that I've got is the 30-piece, I think it's called the Ultimate Brush Set. I'll put all the information in the description box and where you can get it from. I got mine from eBay. It was a gift from my boyfriend, but yeah, I'll just put all the info in the description box, so just go and check it out and see if you're interested in getting these brushes. I'm going to just talk you through what they're like, my impressions of them, and I wanted to show you them at first, but then I thought it'd be better if I kind of had a little go of using them and seeing what I thought about them, as opposed to just showing you them, because it's important with brushes. Like, I hate brushes that shed and all that kind of thing. So I thought it was a better way of doing it. So they don't look as immaculate as they did when they first arrived, but that's okay, eh? So they come in this rolled up brush set. It's a leather brush set. And I'm just going to open them up and show you what they look like. So this is what the set looks like. It's a 30-piece set. And I'm just going to talk you through my favourite ones and the ones that I don't like as much, and just talk to you about them. So the first one is the fan brush, which looks like this, and this is a really great brush. It is a little bit thick, I find, for applying highlighter, which is what I like to use fan brushes for. I like to just put it on the tops of your cheekbones like that, because I think it gives a really soft finish. It's a little bit thick for that. But it is a really nice quality brush, quite soft but not too soft. It doesn't shed, and it's a really lovely brush. The next one is one that I'm absolutely in love with, and it is this brush here. None of these have numbers or names or anything, but this one's super soft. It's very, very dense. If you can see there, it's got a lot of bristles. So this is absolutely fantastic for applying bronzer. A quick sweep on forehead, down your nose, chin area, and you're bronzed and good to go. And it picks up just the right amount of product. It's a fabulous brush. I absolutely love this one. Then the other brushes you could use for, I suppose this one could be good for powder, if you like to just put very light dusting and kind of flick it off. That's what I've used it a couple of times for. But these two are great for blush brushes as well. That was the one that I just said that was good for powder. But yeah, they're good if you like a kind of larger blusher brush. I personally prefer my blush brushes to be a little bit smaller and with a little bit of a rounder tip. So if you can see there, it's kind of more spread out. I prefer mine to be rounder. But yeah, they're great. They don't shed, so I can't say anything bad about these. The angled brush is absolutely great for contouring because of the size of it. If you can see the width of this brush, it's just the right size to really get into the contours of your cheeks and do some really good contouring. It's fabulous for that. It's just the right size, so I really love this brush. The foundation brush is a little bit dirty. You'll have to excuse me because I used it. But this is a really nice foundation brush. It's not as big as I normally like. It's quite small, so it can give a little bit of a streaky application. And it's not very easy to kind of do that with because the product gets kind of soaked in it. But it is a nice brush. I personally have got a bit of a love-hate relationship with foundation brushes. I really want the Cocoa Bow Big Fat Foundation brush, but I can't justify spending that amount of money on a single brush yet, so I'm saving up for that one. But yeah, this is the foundation brush, and it's a nice brush. It's just not spectacular. Then I'm just going to talk you through. This one's just another blush brush, a kind of smaller one, but similar shape to all the other ones. But this is, I'm gonna only talk you through the ones that I really love and then tell you about the ones that I'm not so keen on, just because I think it's an easier way of doing it. I absolutely adore this brush. It's kind of like a fluffy, it's got a very round tip, but this is absolutely amazing for concealer, for buffing in your concealer. This is perfect. It's a really great brush. I absolutely adore this brush for concealer. And then this one is really fabulous for blending eyeshadow, just in the crease and to just blend whatever you've got. It's really great, really soft, doesn't shed, Really great, that one. Another one that I absolutely love is this little one here, because this one is great for inner corner highlighters. If you can see, the point of it is just big enough to really get the product in to your inner corners and really give a really nice highlighted effect. So I really like that one. Another one that I really like is this fat kind of short one. This is really great for packing on colour on the lid. I've used this for lots of different things, but for packing on colour on the lid it's fabulous because it's just the right size. You get an even application, so it's really lovely. Okay, now the brushes that I'm not so keen on are the flatter eyeshadow brushes, because I think they are very, very hard. They're quite resilient, so kind of if I do this, they're very hard, so there's not much giving if you're kind of trying to, they're only good if you want to sort of apply colour, like pack it on. They're not very great for blending, and they're just very hard consistency. I think these are made out of a different hair than the other eyeshadow brushes I mentioned, because they're a lot harder to use. So I'm not a huge fan of those brushes, I must say. The angled brush is nice. I used this today to apply the kind of purpley blue shadow just underneath my lash line. So the angled brush is nice. The lip brushes I can't really comment on because I haven't really used them. But I have used this brush, which is a lip brush. I've used it for eyeshadow, just to apply eyeshadow underneath my lower lash line, a darker colour. So that was really great for that. I did like that one. That was a nice brush. Now, the bad things I can say about this are, first of all, it comes with this, which is it comes in a little pot like this. Well, it looks like a little pen. And I couldn't figure out for the life of me what that was to begin with, until I realised when you open it, it's a little brush. So I think maybe it's a lip brush to take on the go, or I couldn't really figure out what kind of brush that was meant to be. But it's tapered, so I'm presuming it's good for a lip brush, or maybe you could use it for eyeliner. I don't know. I don't really like that brush. The liner brushes that you get in here there's two different kinds. There is this one, which is just a very, very, very fine tip liner brush, and then there is this one, which has got more of an angled shape to it, and it's a little bit of a bigger and a thicker brush. So if you look at them both compared to each other, they're not exactly the same. So I haven't used either of those yet, but they do seem okay. The only thing is they're not as tapered at the end as I like, so you can't get a really good flick, because they're not as hard, and they need to be more pointy at the edges. So I'm not overly keen on that. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little bit weird. I think I'm coming down with a bit of a cold. Then you just get, brow tamer, which is good. It's an angled one. I like angled ones, so you can just brush your brows into place. I like those. Then kind of mascara, and I like the kind of tilted mascara brushes, because they're really good to kind of declump because of the angle that they're at. So that's a nice one. What else? Oh, one bad thing I will say about these brushes that I was really not impressed with was that when I bought them, it had like a dome shot applicator, just an eyeshadow one, but it broke, and I hadn't even used it. It was broken in the packet. So I don't know if that is, I don't know if that's how it's just my one, or if that happens. If anyone has tried these, definitely let me know, and let me know your impressions and how you use the different brushes. I'd absolutely love to know. Yeah, so that is my review of the blush brushes. They are quite pricey, around £50 to £70. So if it's an investment you're willing to make, then I think you should research them, see if that is what you're looking for. Some of them are nice. The face brushes I would definitely recommend. They're fabulous. but I'm not so sure on all the eyeshadow brushes. So for a set, they are good, and the brush roll is very handy in that, you know, you can travel with it. It's not too big, it's not too heavy. I'll just roll it up and show you what it looks like actually. Not too big, not too heavy. It's not very difficult. So that's what it looks like. And just take that with you. Yeah, if anyone has tried these, definitely let me know what your impressions are. I'd love to know. And yeah, if anyone has got any other brush recommendations, definitely let me know. I have got quite a few MAC brushes, but they're so expensive. I think it is really nice to find a good quality, cheaper brush. So if anyone has found any of those, definitely let me know. I am quite curious about the number 7 brushes, so I would like to try those. But yeah, let me know what you think if anyone has tried these brushes, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye guys.